Yo, it's D.Arthur in the building. I'm talking to you guys today about why you will drive her wild while you're on semen retention. And semen retention works with female attraction. Why you're gonna drive her wild, and you're gonna literally be her imaginary, you're gonna be God's gift to women on semen retention, and you're gonna drive her wild to the point where she really has no other point to submit to you if you retain. The five things that you can do to increase your attractiveness to women, and maximize your choosing signals when it comes to choosing a partner and choosing a mate, is one to stay on your purpose. We cannot stress this enough. Staying on your purpose and putting your purpose and your vision before anything else really hits it home, because once you do that, everything else kind of falls into place. Everything else will fall into place, and because not most guys are like that. Most guys like to switch from their masculine frame. Most guys like to put her as their everything. And if you're putting the woman as your everything, then she has no other choice but to treat you like her fan. If you put her above you, she'll treat you like you're her fan. But if you put her not on your top of your priority list, but maybe somewhere below that, and you put other things before the woman, what will tend to happen is that she's gonna sense that, hey, I'm dealing with, let's quote unquote say, like a real man who can provide and protect, and this is very attractive to women. So your purpose first, your drive and your ambition is also something very, very important when it comes to accumulating female attraction, because a lot of guys like to give up. They like to tell themselves that if she doesn't submit the way that you want her to, then it has something to do with him, and we'll stop there, and it's a lost cause, and we should just give up and go about our business. But the man who can put his drive, his ambition before her usually will win. Also, another thing to maximize attractiveness is money. And I'm not talking about just accumulating money, because money is really just paper. It's just a means, an exchange of transaction, exchange of goods, value. But I'm talking about the characteristics that it takes for someone to be self-made and wealthy. Those are attractive traits to women. Because if you're and I'm not talking about like winning the lottery or hitting a jackpot or getting lucky. I'm talking about committing to the grind and utilizing this one thing called dedication. Because anybody who's self-made, very wealthy, they've had to commit to the grind. Because becoming very wealthy in some sorts isn't wealthy, because you have to use discipline, and you have to use discipline, and you have to just you just have to know a lot of things, a lot of information at one certain period of time. And this is what is very, very attractive. The characteristics that takes you to become wealthy. You're gonna have to use a little bit of your, like I said, discipline, your dedication, your charisma, and just your grit and your willpower to acquire the riches, to acquire the wealth. And these are very attractive traits to a woman, because it shows that you're very, one, you're committed, and two, you're not going to take the easy way out so easily. Another way you can increase your attractiveness to women and just be an all stack man is using your charisma and your, let's say, your mouth, your banter to its fullest capacity. Charisma is literally one of the your charisma and, let's say, your confidence. Charisma and confidence are literally the number one indicators of you becoming attractive, because a man who has charisma means he really doesn't take life that seriously. He doesn't take life that seriously, and he really is just having fun with it. And if you're having fun with it and you can show that you've been there, you've done that, you're experienced in a lot of situations, this will become very attractive, because there's a lot of, let's say, like, rookies. And even if you don't have that much situations with women, at least act like you've been there before, because the moment that the guy the woman says yes to, let's say, taking her out or something, or showing she's attracted to him, he's like, the man who isn't really secure in himself is grinning ear to ear and thinks he hit the big one. But the thing is, like, you can think this, it's just that you can't really show it, because you have to show that you're kind of experienced and you've been there and you've done that before. This goes back in hand to keeping masculine frame. Like, keeping masculine frame, that's literally one of the most important things. If you can, no matter what she gives you, whether she doesn't react to you or she reacts very poorly to you, you keep that masculine frame. And the thing is, if you, let's say you're with a girl you like and she's with her friends, you have to treat everybody kind of the same way. You can't pick favorites, because, like, if you're picking favorites, then that's just like, you can't let the person that you know that you like think that, like, she has favorites, unless she's earned like, the validation and you guys are on good terms and in a committed, like, relationship or something like that. But, and even that, you shouldn't really still be keeping favorites. But the thing is, if you're in a situation where you're with a group of friends, with her friends, try to act the same towards everybody. This will get them second guessing. This will get them thinking a little bit extra. Like, does he like me? Does he not like me? If you can plant that seed of uncertainty in her mind, for the most part, she's gonna go wild. This is another way to drive her crazy, to drive her wild. And if you can do this while you're on semen retention, everything that you do on semen retention sort of maximizes for some reason. If you're on semen retention and you give her masculine eye contact, that eye contact is gonna be amplified. It's gonna be very, very, like, superhero like, very, very intriguing, very superhuman like. It's gonna be good for you. If you, like, let's say, if you, like, maximize your touch also while you're on semen retention, and I'm not talking about just, like, small number of days. I'm talking about, like, 2-3 months, and you're really in it, and you're, like, really in it, and you're really on your purpose, and you're transmutating your energy in other areas of your life, and you're keeping that frame with her, and, like, you're giving all of the subconscious body triggers that we've talked about before, with the eye contact, the touch, the smirk, the masculine frame, and the just, like, the very carefreeness and non-neediness vibe that you're emitting. She'll find you very attractive, and you can literally drive her really, really wild if she's unsure about whether you like her or not. That push and pull technique, where sometimes you seem like you're giving her all your attention, and then sometimes you say you don't like certain things of what she's done, and sometimes you just, like, completely ignore her and stuff like that. But the thing is, to ignite these kind of emotions, all this is to ignite some sort of emotional response in her, an emotional connection in her. But at the beginning, if you're just starting to, like, know her, you kind of have, in the beginning phase, you kind of have to pursue her just a little bit, just so you can get her attention. Because if you do the whole push and pull thing, if you start pulling before you even create enough attraction in the beginning, it's not going to work. You have to create that initial attraction in the beginning, and then once you find out that she's very, very attracted to you and she reacts to you in a certain way, and she's very, like, let's say, feminine around you, then you do that push and pull kind of thing, and that's how you'll get her second guessing and drive her really wild, if that's what you want to do. Now, if you want to get more into this, there's a free video training series I put down in the about section below. It's a 4-day training series that's free, that'll show you the different phases in an attraction to get the girl that you really, really want in your life. So also like, comment, and subscribe below, and see me on the next video. Peace out.